Friday to serve you some stories that made headlines in the week and an interview a member of the business desk had with an expert. I am Ernestina Sewa Asante. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from the break. My colleague Mawuli Ahorlumegah had a conversation with a service technician who cleans the engine of cars, motorbikes, and generators to get rid of the carbon buildups. Now, let's take a look at the full report.
As a result of your car's mileage, which would adversely impact on your car and the lifespan of your car's longevity, a company in Ghana has decided to come up with a decarbonization technology. And this will be done by the use of hydrogen inside the engine compartment of your car. On this week's edition of BizTech, I'll be speaking with the Chief Executive Officer of Carbon Cleaning Ghana, and they will take us through the entire process of how to use hydrogen to clean your car. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back from our break. Today my guest on this week's edition of BizTech is Kofi Annan. And Kofi Annan deals with carbon cleaning. I'm sure a lot of you don't know what that is, but Kofi will explain to us. Kofi, good morning and welcome to BizTech. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
All right, thank you. Yeah, so you're into carbon cleaning. First off, I personally, I don't know what that is. Can you explain what carbon cleaning is?
Carbon cleaning is basically, the basic concept about carbon cleaning is to get rid of the carbon buildup from internal combustion engines. Internal combustion engines being diesel, petrol, hybrid, and gas engines. Okay. Yeah, these internal combustion engines have issues when it comes to carbon buildup, regardless of the type of fuel or the quality of fuel you use. Buildup is going to come up. Timely as you are using the car. After 10 to 20,000 mileage on the car, you get a carbon buildup. But for somebody to dismantle his engine or something, it's another challenge. Yeah. How to get rid of the carbon from the engines is another issue. Yeah. So that's the basic concept for our whole this carbon cleaning technology, which we use hydrogen. Okay. Yeah, hydrogen gas. So the machine actually produces hydrogen gas into the engines. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Quite interesting. So you've been doing this for how long?
Since 30th of July 2021. Yeah.
This year. So that's almost like about 2-3 months in the game so far. And how's it going for you?
So far so good. The only challenge is something new on the market. The first in Ghana with regards to the hydrogen technology. Yeah, it's the first in Ghana. So those that know about it, actually they just call directly and hey, can you come do it for me? I'm like, yeah, why not? So so far so good, trust me. Yeah.
So let's come to you. Did you personally study anything about using hydrogen and carbons before you ventured into a business like this?
Actually, I'm a seafarer myself. Okay. So yeah, I work on ships, the engine department. Okay. So I developed that interest from there. We do carbon cleaning also on board. We do regular maintenance and everything. And this is actually on the ship. Wow. This is actually a preventive maintenance service. Right. Yeah. So we enter engines. We do scavenge cleaning and all that. I actually hate that job.
Why do you hate that job?
Because it's it's tiring. Anyone that actually works on a ship, actually in the engine, hates this thing, scavenge space cleaning.
Is it because you have to be on the ship for a really long time?
No, not really. That particular job is it's tiring, and health and safety and all those things. Yeah. So we actually enter the engine and then take out the carbon manually. Yeah. Okay. So through that I developed, so if you can do for big engines, big diesel engines, how about cars, smaller engines. I mean, when you dismantle an engine, it's going to bring a whole lot of issues. So that was where I developed. I'm like, okay, let me find out how we can do for cars. So that was where the idea actually came up in my head 2018, November. So December, January, I started chasing up with this whole thing here.
And how's it going so far? Do you like the engagement? Do you like the kind of clients you're receiving?
I like the engagement, especially with my clients. I mean, we have that vibe anytime you're doing a service. So we have that vibe. I mean, we talk. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So ordinarily, what type of clients do you have, and what kind of cars do you ordinarily clean?
Any type of car. Not necessarily cars. I mean, diesel engines, petrol engines, motorcycles. We can do generators. We can do buses. I mean, any car. Yeah. And then my clientele, I would say, from anyone. Because I've had taxi drivers. I've done taxi. I've done one taxi. I've done VAs. I mean, all sort of cars. I've been, especially this car that we are doing. I've done almost 4 or 5 of these cars. I've done 2 diesel engines so far. Yesterday I did a BMW M3. It's a tuned car. That was my first tuned car that I did on. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I've been speaking with Kofi Annan, and he's the owner of the carbon cleaning company, and he'll be taking us through the process of how he gets to clean the car. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
I see you're holding some tool here. So specific, I see auto link. What is the auto link, and what does it do?
This is an OBD2 scanner. Because it's a standard procedure from our company to check every code on the car. I mean, just for clearance from both parties, both the client and our company. So we check the codes on the car. I mean, the issues on the car first to know, we ascertain, these are the issues on the car.
So you do sort of a diagnosis before you even start the cleaning process. So what are you expecting to find on this gadget here?
This is virtually a new car, but guess what? There's no code on the. We didn't find any code. Codes are 0.
So when you don't find a code, what happens?
I just when I find if I don't find any codes, I just continue.
Just go ahead and
I just go ahead and do
so
my
it gives
job.
you the all clear when you don't really find a code. All right. So from this process, where next will we go to?
So we would start preparing the air intake manifold and the batteries for to start the entire process.
All right. So you take it away. Yeah. So Kofi is going to look at the air intake of the car, and then we'll take it up from there. I'm surely he will take us through the entire process of how the carbon cleaning process goes. And so we just wait for Kofi, and then Kofi will check the air intake, like he said. And then, so I see you're wearing your gloves, and also you are sort of in a safety condition as well. Yeah, but you're using hydrogen. I know it's a chemical and all of that. How do you protect yourself when you're cleaning?
Actually, this is a green technology. So we are not causing any environmental pollution or anything. The hydrogen gas actually burns, it's a solution. The hydrogen is in this compartment. So when we start, it will burn, it will produce the hydrogen gas. And then through the blue hose you can see. All right. I'll just prepare.
So you connect, I understand this is also, you connect the machine to a battery. So the battery is what powers everything.
All right.
So when you're removing the compartment. So I'm sure obviously you've been doing this for, like you said, 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had some challenges and all of that. What are some of those challenges that you've experienced so far?
So far, challenges, I would say, is my mobility.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just before you guys came, and I had a booking, and then at the last minute it was cancelled. So these are one of the challenges that I'm facing so far. Yeah.
So daily, on an average, how many cars are you able to clean?
On an average,
Yeah.
we've gone as high as 10 in a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure obviously cost is important for everybody. How much will it cost? Does the cost compare the car or it varies?
It depends on the engine capacity of the car.
Okay.
Like this car, for instance, this is a 2.0. This will be a 350 Ghana cedi. So our price actually starts from 254. From cars, and then 150 Ghana cedis from motorcycles. Yeah.
So you also not just cars, you do motorcycles as well.
Motorcycles, generators,
Oh, wow.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we connect the negative first,
Okay.
which is the black hose, the
Alright.
black cable,
Okay.
and then we connect the red cable. That's the positive.
Okay.
So you can hear the
Alright.
fan
Yeah,
of
I
the
can
machine.
hear the machine.
Yeah.
Moving. Okay. So okay.
So this here.
So this is the carbon cleaning machine.
Yeah.
And where did you get this from first?
This is from France, Lily.
Okay.
Yeah. The technology is from France.
Okay.
Yeah. It's solely made. It's patented in France and everything.
Okay.
And we are in 70. With Ghana included, in 76 countries.
Okay.
We are in Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria, South Africa. I think one of the two of the French countries. I think Malta, Mauritania also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I see some machines. I'm sure we'll come into that. So now the machine is on. What next are we going to do now?
So now you can hear the fan booting. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the power button.
Okay.
This is the. So I'll just switch it on.
Turn it on. Okay.
Yeah.
I see some numbers moving already.
Yeah.
So what's I see A.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is for the temperature of the engine.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is the voltage of the battery
okay.
and the amperage of the battery.
The
also.
amperage, okay.
Yeah. And
Alright.
this timer, this is the clock for the machine.
Okay.
0 to 120. So the timer actually is what doses out the gas.
The gas. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So,
the hydrogen gas.
Yeah, the hydrogen gas.
Okay.
Yeah. So this right here is this right here now is red because we've not yet started the process.
Okay.
So when we start, it will be green.
Okay. So it takes some time to warm up first.
Not really.
Not really.
Just after the car has to be pre-warmed.
Oh. Okay.
Already the car is pre-warmed. So
Okay.
I'll just start the engine and then we
Okay.
start the process.
All right. Okay. So you start the engine, and then we'll see. So when you start the engine, I'm sure we'll see some of the numbers move as well. Okay. All right. So Kofi is going to has started the engine. We're expecting to see some numbers move, which means it sort of powers the carbon cleaning machine.
I will start the timer.
Okay.
So this is at 2.0. So 2.0 engine will be 45 minutes.
Okay.
So
So does this end when it's done?
yeah, it's automatic. It will
Okay,
end
so
when.
you set the timer.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I see the green button.
Yeah.
as
So
well.
now it's running.
Okay. All right. So
now
that's it.
the
It's cleaning.
Yeah, it started the job. Now
Wow.
the hydrogen is going inside.
Okay. All right. So how do you know? Maybe I'm sure it's a machine. Obviously, we'll come at this on channel. How do you
Yeah.
know maybe something goes wrong or something? What do you ordinarily do?
Actually, it's maintenance free for 5 years. If anything, I just report back to headquarters that
Okay.
this is the
Okay.
issue we are having or something
Wow.
like that. And then the solution that we use is from them in France. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but you see, sometimes a lot of people don't know that their engine is going bad or their engine is even dirty, and we import all kinds of oils for our engines and all that. Can you share with us some tips for people who may not even know that they are having a bad engine and then they would necessarily have to come and use this system? Because when people's engines go faulty, the next thing is they either want to buy a new engine or buy a new car.
Yeah.
But according to you, this process can sort of save your engine and revitalize it.
Yeah, exactly. So after 10 to 15,000 kilometers on your car, I mean, it's recommended you do carbon clean. And actually, the service actually is it's a preventive maintenance.
Okay.
Just like everyone does the regular maintenance or service that they do for their cars, the oil change, the coolant, the brake parts, the transmission oil change, and all those things. But this is also one of the vital, services you need to do. But I mean, the service is now it's available. Before, it was not readily available in the country, but now here we have it. So I would recommend at least if your car is above 20,000 or 15,000. I mean, you should try carbon cleaning. And then yeah, you would realize people say the feedback I get from before when they come, the problems they tell me is like, hey, my car is not pulling. Fuel consumption, fuel efficiency is one of the key things. And what this machine does, it cleans out 70% to 75% of carbon from your engine.
Okay.
And then increase your catalytic converter 30%.
Okay.
And then if it's a turbocharged engine, it also does its own cleaning. So it breaks it down in the combustion chamber into hydrocarbons and then through the exhaust. So what it does is it cleans your combustion chamber, your cylinder heads, your valves, your valve seat, your valves, your pistons, and then your plugs, your injectors and your plugs. Yeah, your exhaust gas regulator also has its fair share of the cleaning.
Okay. What are some good effects of the carbon cleaning process?
It will clean your as I was saying, your valves, your injectors, your spark plugs, your exhaust gas regulator, your throttle body, and then your catalytic converter. I mean, these are all expensive, components on the engine that you need to actually protect and prevent. Because if you don't prevent it at the early stages, you're going to spend a lot of money, doing all these changes and stuff. Yeah. And then, you'll be driving fine. Your car looks beautiful and everything. Inside is clean, outside is clean. But, what about the engine?
Yeah.
You're not feeling good when you're driving. Yeah, these are the issues with carbon. Like, we are here to actually solve problems. Yeah, when it comes to the carbon buildup, because fuel prices here is another thing. So, if this is saving you 10 to 15% on fuel, it's good. Because I actually used it on one car that I was using, and then trust me, and the feedback from our clients. If you check on our website, we have good feedbacks from our clients. Yeah, and the reviews are Okay.
So in terms of so a car like this, I'm sure the air conditioning is working. Does the hydrogen machine in any way help improve the air, which is the air condition of the car?
That
one just focuses on the engine.
Yeah, this one only focuses on the engine.
Okay.
Yeah, the combustion side.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what about, there are some people who like water, others like using coolants for their engine. As an engine expert, what do you suggest people should use to go to often?
Yes, one, economically, people would like to use water. And those that want, some cars you cannot actually use water for it. It's only strictly coolant. Yeah, so it's preference, but it's best you follow the manufacturer's, guidelines or procedures. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I see the machine is still moving. How many more minutes do we have for this to end?
Now each one is 10, yeah?
Okay.
So now it's on 40. So I'll be stepping on the accelerator.
Okay.
I'll just rev it up.
Okay.
Because now it's doing the clean. So it actually needs heat to work.
Okay.
So hydrogen is also a source of fuel. So small amount of hydrogen and then heat does the
magic as
yeah.
well. Okay. So all right. So you take it away. Go and step on the engine, and then we'll see. I just want to see if. So when you step on the engine, is it going to move?
What it does is some vehicles. You see the exhaust wetting. The diesel engines that I've done, the first rev, you see the smoke, the dark smoke coming out, and then it starts with the gray or whitish, and some vehicles, it depends on each vehicle. Some you after some time you don't actually see any smoke coming out.
Right,
so I'll just step on it a little. So I'll just keep it between 3,000 to 4,000 RPM.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Kofi, so you've revved the engine now.
Yeah.
Now I see some tools. Can you just take us briefly through what these tools are? I see a lot of, I don't know, I know this is a small spanner. Okay.
Yeah. These are just regular tools I use for, it depends on some cars, the design and everything is different. So I just have to prepare myself in advance so that if I meet any car, then I know, this is how I go about.
Okay, So you have specific ones for specific cars?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So the thing is still green. When it's done, is it going to move to red?
Yeah, when it's done, it's going to go to red.
Okay. So just like the normal traffic lights.
Yeah.
Green means go.
Yeah.
Red means stop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Kofi, I know you've been doing this for 2 months. How long do you want to be doing this?
As long as the last internal combustion engine leaves the country.
Okay. All right. So Kofi, I see you've opened the back compartment of the carbon cleaning machine. What do you want to show us?
So this is our tank, our hydrogen tank, and that's the bubbler. Okay. So from the tank, it flows to the bubbler. That's what does the magic, and then through the blue hose, and then back into the engine. Yeah. So this is just our little, secret or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's where all the magic happens.
Yeah.
So far, how many of these machines do you have personally?
Personally, we have one.
Okay.
The only one in the country now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're seeking to expand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now, it's just you, right?
Yeah. For now, it's just me, and we are planning to go to Kumasi. We are having calls from Kumasi, so we are planning to go to Kumasi probably this month, or next week or something. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then Takrady Cape Coast are also calling. Yeah. So people actually appreciate, and they've been actually looking for this service for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, I know you've been doing this for 2 months. What are your expectations moving forward? Do you want to expand this into a big business where companies will come to you and say maybe you have people that you've trained and all that?
Yeah, we are looking to train. We are looking for partnerships and B2B businesses with garages and other stuff. Yeah, it's like we have few in the pipeline that we are trying to develop in the future. Yeah.
Okay. So I see that the machine has moved to red. That means it's finished, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that means the car is prepared.
Yeah.
You can use the car now.
Yeah. So now I've already switched off the engine. So I will take off the cables.
Okay.
The red first.
All right.
And then after the black.
Okay.
And then I take out the hose.
Okay.
The blue hose. So you see, no dismantling. We don't do any dismantling. It's just safe. It's just simple and fast and easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So and then after, we just put everything back.
Okay.
That's it. Finished.
That's all.
That's all.
Simple. In just about 45 minutes, you're done with this.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So now the car can drive on a freeway to open up the engine, and then that's it. Smoother engine, quiet, acceleration, improved acceleration, fuel efficiency. I mean, the vehicle owner would actually feel his car back to life again.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Kofi. So I've been speaking with Kofi Annan, and he's the Chief Executive Officer of the Carbon Cleaning Ghana Company Limited. And he's been taking us through the decarbonization process of how to clean your car by the use of hydrogen. This has been this week's edition of BizTech on Ghana Web TV. My name is Mawuli Ahorlumegah.
Thank you, Mawuli Ahorlumegah, for that eye-opening report. Up next is Tech Bits with Winston Amwabing.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Winston Amwabing, and today on Tech Bits, I'll be bringing another educational tool your way. Let me introduce you to Duolingo. It's an online tool that helps you learn new languages like German, French, Spanish, and Japanese, among others, in a fun and interactive way. It comes equipped with activities to help make learning a new language easy and interesting. Designed by experts, Duolingo prepares you to have real conversations in the language of your choice. It's available for free on your PC or smartphone. Today, I'll show you how you can use it on your smartphone.
Okay, so if you have an Android phone, what happens is that you go to the Play Store, and if you have an iOS device, you go to the App Store. Since I'm using an Android phone, I'll click on the Play Store. And when Play Store launches, in the search box, you type Duolingo. And you can see it says Duolingo, learn languages free. So you click on that. And then since I already have the app installed, I don't need to install it again. But then you install it if you don't have it installed already. So since I already have it installed, I click on open. And then we wait for the app to launch. So once it launches, you can see the app screen, Duolingo. You can see over 500 million learners and practice speaking listening and reading. So if you already have an account, you can click I already have an account, but since we are now starting to learn it and I don't have an account, I'm going to click on get started. So then on the next screen, you choose the language you want to learn. So I'm going to go with Japanese. So then we'll wait a bit whilst it loads the Japanese course. So then it asks you for a review about where you heard about the app from. So just to skip this, I'm going to click other. Then it asks you why you want to learn the language. So let me say for travel. So we can see here it talks about the course overview. You learn the basics of listening, speaking, reading, writing, and grammar in Japanese. This course overview is to help you in the best way possible for you to learn a language for when you are traveling. If you chose any other category like maybe school or let's say business, it would have taught you different ways to learn the language. But this particular course is tailored towards you because you chose traveling. So let me click on continue. And then you pick a goal. If you're a casual learner, that's about 5 minutes a day. If you're a regular learner, that's about 10 minutes a day. And if you're an insane learner, it says that's when it gives you a course for 20 minutes a day. So you're going to go with a regular learner. So then you have to choose a path. If it's the first time you're learning Japanese or you already know some Japanese, so I'm going to click first time. So then it loads the course for you. And then the course starts. You can see some word here and it mentions the word so you can repeat the word and helps you to also identify the characters of the word. So over here it said something like Niku. So then I'm going to hit Niku and then we check and we have it right. So then you keep going through the course and the different words that you have. You click continue and it brings another one. So after you've gone through the whole course, you can then register for the app and create an account so that you can have milestones you can follow. You have daily streaks that you can follow to help you, to keep you on the app, to help you stay focused, and you can also share with your friends. So you can continue learning with your friends and to make it more interactive.
Okay, that's all for today, and I'll come your way again next week with more internet tools. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Winston Amwabin, for that. Up next is Biz Headlines. First story, the Registrar General's Department has announced it will, by the end of September 2021, complete the validation of companies in line with the directive for dormant companies to file their returns. This comes after the department had earlier notified dormant companies to file their returns or risk being delisted from the company's register. Companies that could not file their annual returns before June 30th deadline for any reason were urged to take advantage and comply during the validation period, which commenced on 1st July 2021. These dormant companies were Public-Private Companies Limited by Shares, Private-Public Companies Limited by Guarantee, associations, fan clubs, churches, private unlimited companies, and external companies. Companies are required by the Companies Act 2019, Act 992, to update their records and file their financials with the Registrar General's 18 months after incorporation and at every financial year, whether the company was in business or not in operation. The Registrar General's Department further said companies which are due for a strike-off and still in default of filing their returns after the end of September 2021 would be published in the national newspapers and the department's website. The Finance Ministry has said two international credit ratings agencies, Moody's Investor Services and Standard & Poor's, has affirmed Ghana's credit rating at B3 and B negative, respectively. A statement issued by the ministry on September 14, 2021 said the two agencies have also maintained Ghana's economic outlook. In making their decision, the credit rating agencies considered Ghana's improving growth prospects, resilient external sector performance, and continued access to the capital market, domestic and international, as essential factors in maintaining the rating and outlook. Notably, the two rating agencies recognize the efforts of government to build back better through the innovative Ghana Cares Obantampa program. The statement added, Ghana's economy for the second quarter of 2021 is estimated to have increased by 3.9% according to the Ghana Statistical Service. The figures released by the service showed that the country's gross domestic product, when seasonally adjusted, witnessed a 0.9% increase for the period between April and June 2021. Government statistician Professor Kwabena Enim explained that the growth in the economy for the period was largely influenced by a strong indicator in the services and agriculture sectors. Ghana's provisional real gross domestic product in volume terms was estimated to have increased by 3.9% in quarter 2, i.e. April and June to 2021 compared to the same period in 2020. The country lead economist for the World Bank, Aurelian Cruz, has said Ghana has been chosen as a benchmark to assess the effectiveness of new grants for developing countries. According to Cruz, Ghana's selection forms part of an analysis and pilot program carried out to measure the significance of the Bretton Woods institution's support given to developing countries towards combating the coronavirus pandemic. Addressing participants at the opening ceremony of the Presidential Business Summit on Tuesday, Aurelian Cruz said, "We are embarking on a new analytical cast for which Ghana has been selected as the pilot. The report is titled Country Climate Development Report. This analysis is important because the health crisis has also presented an opportunity to build back better economies." President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has announced government approval of the selection of Rockshore International as strategic partner for the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation towards the development of the $6 billion Nyinahin in Pasaso mine. Addressing attendees of the launch, the Integrated Aluminium Industry Projects and signing ceremony of two projects at the Africa Trade House on Tuesday, March 14, President Akufo-Addo said the choice of the wholly Ghanaian-owned company is indeed a major step towards building capacity in Ghana for the bauxite industry through a partnership that will ensure that the country develops a Ghanaian solution that will propel her rapid growth. He said, "I am happy to announce that the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation has completed the selection of strategic partner for Project 2, which is the development of the mine Nyinahin in Pasaso with a refinery. It is a significant development and one that brings us closer to realizing our plan. Rockshore International, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, is that strategic partner," President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said. That's all for today. Keep watching Ghana Web TV for more. But before you go, do log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more stories. Do follow us on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Ghana Web, and on YouTube, Ghana Web TV. My name is Ernestina Sawa Asante. Do have a lovely weekend.